sur Thread et Instagram. Bon, je commence par Thread, ça va plus vite. Non, je dis je commence par Thread, ça va plus vite. Mince. J'ai mal écrit. Hop. Ça, c'est fait. Par contre, la couleur là. Ah là, c'est ce que j'avais mis. Allez hop, je me casse pas la tête. Hop. Ça, c'est bon. Ok, ok.
Bon bah désolé, j'ai trop mal au ventre. Je vais me poser un truc.
Hop. C'est bon. Bon, allez, il est temps de découvrir ce jeu. Nouvelle partie.
The skies are finally clearing up after a light rainfall most of the afternoon. The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us. Wrap up tight and settle in, folks. This is 104.3 WVCK, the Basswood Sound. I'm your host, Carrie Hammond. Coming up after a short break, mental health expert Dr. Wick will discuss the recent opioid epidemic that's been affecting.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Dis au monde, crie ta maman, ce petit chien. Quoi, tu veux son papa? change my clothes and wash my hands. Does the well go down that low? Let me breathe and I'll let you go. I knelt down in desperation. I felt around for something real. There's a radio station. I'm playing wrong in my ear. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive. You keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive.
Bon.
Time to kill before the funeral. Might as well spend it here.
Ok, c'est bon, c'est bien inversé.
This place was always one for decisions. Somewhere for things to fall apart. Welcome back to Basswood, Sam.
Ouais, c'est complètement différent là. Là, c'est ok.
I came up here every chance I could. One of the all-time great views. Really makes a small town look big.
Ok.
I don't think these tables have seen any children recently. At least I hope not.
Ah, ok. Non, ça propose rien.
I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things. I remember spending entire summers on the banks fishing with Nick. My hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares. Strange to think of Basswood without its mine.
Alors, ok. Ok, ok.
You'd think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway. I get the feeling it still sees some use, given how bad the coverage is up here. There seems to be something here.
Oh, j'ai eu un trophée.
Lovers scarring a tree to write down their initials. Always seemed twisted to me. Hunting is another tradition I could never get behind. Just don't see the appeal. Some of these species are endangered. She wrote an article about it. These trails were great to walk if you wanted to feel truly alone.
Ok.
A lot of people were upset when it closed, but not upset enough to fix it. I left a sandwich in it for a whole week once. Dad never let me forget it.
Ok.
I used to love looking at basswood from up here. Helped give me perspective. Until that day.
Alors, c'est quoi son pouvoir?
Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind? Even if it does mean nothing stays hidden in here. Not even me.
J'ai pas compris, c'est quoi son pouvoir alors?
Bah, je sais pas. En fait, je sais pas si c'est vraiment un pouvoir ou si c'est juste le fait de voir comment ça se passe dans sa tête, en fait. J'ai l'impression que c'est plus ça, hein. Parce qu'au début, je pensais qu'il avait un pouvoir, mais... Ok, ok. Bon, il n'y a qu'un seul chemin, de toute façon. Pourquoi ça met des trucs de maths là? Oh! Hé! Oh. Bah. Non, je peux pas.
Non, bah tu peux pas, hein.
Ce souvenir.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
D'accord. Bon, je retruc voir. Qu'est-ce que s'il va dire autre chose? Ah non, je croyais qu'il allait dire autre chose.
Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
D'accord, bon, en gros, ça va montrer tous les souvenirs, quoi. Mais le truc, ça, là, c'est quoi? Ok. Non, ok, pour l'instant, ok. Bon, en gros, pour ça, je suis obligée de suivre le chemin, quoi.
This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
I had never met someone so interested in others, even in me.
Alors, on continue.
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... People around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful. Sam, are you even listening to me?
I heard you, Anna. But no, I wasn't listening.
D'accord. Et
Come on, Anna, look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Anna, you really need to see this.
I can't even see. Something's blocking it. Sam, what are you doing?
I'm trying to be romantic.
What? Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing? You look like I just ran over your grandma. Okay, the silence is really starting to scare me now. Anna, please say something.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring. You should know that. We've discussed it before.
On dirait qu'elle cache un truc, hein.
We weren't happy. She was the one brave enough to face that. Lost in my head again. How much time did I miss?
Ok. Retourne à la voiture, ok. Mhm. Attends, c'est quoi ça? Mes manteaux. Mhm. Ok. Ok, ok. C'est quoi ça, les stats? Ah, ok, par rapport au choix.
I missed the funeral. Maybe it's for the best. On the bright side, Nick's not alive for me to let him down again. Sorry, Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
Bon. Salut Némésis, ça va?
Lost the signal. Some things never change.
Mais attends, j'ai un... Ok, j'ai un trophée.
Attends, comment ça, t'as un trophée?
Je viens de commencer le jeu, j'ai déjà 3 trophées là, j'ai rien compris.
Bon. Déjà, pour revoir les paramètres, enfin, les conditions là, pour les règles, particulières règles là. Je suis en train de chercher.
Va dans paramètres. Ça va, là je découvre le jeu Twin Mirror. Attends, oui, attends, c'est pas là. Va en bas.
C'est suggéré là.
Ah, non, j'ai cru que c'était là. Alors va dans modération.
Donc là, c'est commande de l'automode, contrôle d'utilisateur suspect, option de discussion, privilège de la chaîne.
It's been a while. You've gotten taller.
Non.
Can we talk?
We're talking right now.
It's cold.
Attends, pourquoi il laisse le petit s'asseoir contre les conducteurs là?
So,
You left.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
It was more complicated than just me and you.
It's always more important than me.
Joan, listen. After Anna and I broke up, I couldn't keep living with her. I didn't have anywhere else to stay. So I moved back in with my mom, who's over in Connecticut these days.
You didn't call, text, or anything. You were just gone.
I don't know what to say to that. You're right. I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone. I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest. Listen, I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad.
Huh?
It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have just crashed. He drove like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong. I don't buy it.
Bon, bah on va enquêter sur...
I'm just in town for the funeral, Joan. I'm not a PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
She wants her father's death to mean something. But where does that lead? What if it leads to the truth?
Ah bah voilà, là il fait
That could change everything. An hour ago, you wanted to run away. Now you want to start another investigation? A few questions won't hurt anyone. Just tonight. To reassure her. And myself. This is a way.
D'accord, donc il a une sorte d'ami imaginaire.
People may end up poking back. Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on. Friends don't lie to each other, even if it means disappointing her again. It's your call.
Et bon, ne pas la mêler à ça, promettre d'enquêter. Compliqué, hein. Le problème, c'est une petite, elle doit avoir 12 ans, un truc comme ça. T'as trouvé?
Oui, en fait, il faut aller là dans streaming, pas dans paramètres. Et c'est en bas.
Ah, je sais pas pourquoi j'ai cru que c'était dans modération.
C'est là. Donc, il a dû mettre
Ouais.
le truc ici.
Parce que moi, ça, j'ai pas touché, hein.
Ouais, moi non plus.
Hop. Donc là, en gros, dans ce jeu, lui, c'est un ancien journaliste. Il a quitté sa ville natale parce que à cause de son métier, les gens le détestaient et en gros, il s'est séparé de son ex-petite amie, donc il a quitté la ville carrément. Et donc là, 2 ans après, malheureusement, son meilleur ami est mort. Donc là, il revient pour l'enterrement, tout ça, tout ça. Donc la petite, c'est la fille de son meilleur ami. Donc elle trouve ça elle trouve que sa mort est bizarre et elle nous demande d'enquêter. Donc voilà, en gros, c'est ça. Et j'ai pas encore trop compris si c'est un pouvoir qu'il a ou je sais pas. Donc voilà pour l'histoire du jeu. Ok. Hop, je reprends. Bon, alors, j'ai envie de lui promettre d'enquêter, mais le problème, je sais pas. Parce qu'en fait, le problème, à gauche, il y a écrit ne pas la mêler à ça. Donc, c'est-à-dire que si je lui promets d'enquêter, c'est-à-dire qu'elle va s'en mêler, quoi. Elle va pas juste attendre. Et tant pis, promettre d'enquêter, hein, parce que là, hop.
Okay, I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Yeah, me too. I might just be, I don't know, crazy or something, but
You want to know for sure. I get it.
thanks, Muley. I should go in before my mom misses me. You better get in there too. Can't hide in your car all night.
Who says I'm hiding out here?
I do. See you inside.
Bon. Ok. Mhm. Ok, ok. Ah ok, bah je peux aller plus vite avec R2. Bon, bah comme d'hab, on va fouiller, hein. Et je vois rien là.
The old bar sign. Reminds me of when Nick and I were still kids. Ethan keeps a spare key around, but I should use the front.
Ah. Ok, ok.
Might as well talk to Walter. I'll have to sooner or later. One of Nick's favorite matchups. Might be the first game he'll miss. That smile she had when I gave it to her. She could barely get on it back then.
Yes, cat food is under the sink. Yes, yes it is, Mother. Trust me. Oh, Samuel is here. I'll call you back. Samuel Higgs, as I live and breathe. Has it really been over 2 years? Regardless, I'm so glad you finally made it. It's good to see you. What kept you?
A trip down memory lane. I missed the funeral, but I made it to Nick's wake.
You have to bring it in for a hug. It's a Basswood back in town requirement. So good to see you. Even if I wish the circumstances were different. In times like these, we need the comforting touch of others. At least I do. Also, have you spoken to Anna lately?
No, why?
No reason. If you get the chance, we should catch up. We should really catch up. I'll see you inside.
Hmm.
I haven't read an issue of this paper since I left. I wonder how they've been doing without me.
Ok, donc il est soi-disant mort dans un accident de voiture. Ok. Ok.
Must have been a hard issue to write.
Ok. Bon, il y a rien d'autre à fouiller, non? Non.
I'm not ready for this.
Eh ben, let's go, hein.
Here we go.
Mr. Samuel Hicks, big shot investigative reporter.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires, but that mean you couldn't leave town. And you are leaving town right after this, right? Because if you aren't, well,
Just really embracing those hick stereotypes, huh, Joel?
Gentlemen. Get you good old boys another round.
mighty kind of you, Declan.
You're not worth it, Higgs. Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, shame that. You watch yourself.
Eh ben, dis donc, ça commence bien.
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
Ok, bon, de toute façon, on voit ce bot là, a déjà un truc.
Oui, maintenant on se voit, ça banne automatiquement. Donc,
C'est ça qui est bien. Alors, il a truc ses paramètres ou pas? Hop. Non, mais après, c'est pas grave, hein, si tu peux pas rester, si tu peux pas rester, tu passes quand tu peux, quoi. Alors, bon, on va fouiller un peu, comme d'hab.
Declan lacks subtlety, but he loves this town like no one else.
You always did know how to start a ruckus. Can't say I missed that.
Old-timers in general already don't like me, and the article just made it worse.
Hey, Sam, why don't you drink with Nick on the other side of the bar?
Bon, il m'aime pas du tout, hein.
That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
Sammy, oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
Je n'ai pas envie d'en parler.
It isn't something I talk about, especially here.
Understandable. Maybe some other time. Now, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Gonna be a stranger, Sam.
Ok, ok. Déjà, lui, il est suspect. Il est suspect.
Try his luck in Basswood, given the state of things.
That's what crooked pharmacists want you to do. And that amount is damaging.
Bess always had a soft spot for Nick. I think she liked his work ethic.
Palais mental.
Can't believe this whole thing's still working.
D'accord. Non, là, rien. Salut Darcusio, ça va? Là, c'est un autre jeu narratif, mais l'univers est complètement différent.
sit yourself down. Now you should know how
Ok.
Nick and I spent so much money on this machine.
Ok, ça propose pas, ok.
There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce, but anyone can see she's taking his death hard. Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
yeah, well, here I am. I'm just as surprised as you. How have you been?
Life in Basswood has been hard these last years. You'd know if you'd stayed. Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town. All right?
Hard to make promises. I don't do well with those in Joan.
I've noticed.
But I'll try.
Sam, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Ok, encore un souvenir. Donc, dans ce jeu, je suis un ancien journaliste. Il y a 2 ans, j'ai quitté la ville. Et là, donc en gros, récemment, mon meilleur ami est mort. Donc, je reviens pour son enterrement. Et comme j'ai fait un article sur la mine, tout ça, donc il y a beaucoup de gens qui me détestent un peu à cause de ça. Donc, voyez, voilà. Et la fille de mon meilleur ami m'a demandé d'enquêter parce qu'en fait, il est mort d'un accident de voiture, mais sa fille, elle trouve ça bizarre. Et donc, comme je lui ai promis d'enquêter, donc voilà. Voilà où on en est. Hop. Bon, ça, je verrai après. Alors, souvenir. Bon, je pense qu'il n'y a rien d'autre.
You're a lot like that guy, Sam. You seen anything like that? Find every last bite. Mine posing wasn't recovered. The investigation just started 8 seconds. It's probably a chase of notes.
Language.
Oh, it's just... it feels like the right thing to do.
Dad, what's the point of getting married?
Well, it's just one of those things people do, Bug. Here, you can play.
Someone has to show you grown-ups. Video games are the realm of the young.
Have you talked to Anna about this?
That's kind of the point. I'll talk to her about it when I show her the ring.
If you say so. Hey, just remember I'm here, right? If you need anything. Anything but my arcade secrets. Those I'll take to the grave.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy. This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face. He was more her best friend than a dad. Look at us. Happier times. We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend. Bug was so small back then. Those two were a great team.
Voilà, j'ai coupé le micro pour manger mes Twix. Ah bon?
Guess I lost the bet. Bet? Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood. Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
Okay, I'll bite. Tell me, Dennis, who did you have a standing bet with?
Myself. So I guess I also won.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just playing.
Eh ben, dis
At
donc.
least tell me how you been.
Yeah, like you'd care.
Not too much. But suit yourself if you want to be like that. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
As time draws near, my dearest dear, when you and I must part, how little you know of the grief and woe in my poor
Je sais pas si ça fonctionne par chapitre, je sais pas, je me suis même pas renseignée sur ça. Bah. Ok.
Bon.
Ok, donc en gros, à cause de l'article qu'on a fait, les mineurs ont perdu leur travail. Ok, ok. Bon, comme d'hab, je vais fouiller.
People leave you or they die. That's the only way anything ends.
It's the guy who got the mine closed.
I can't believe he showed up.
Bon.
So tragic what happened to Nick. The details are horrible. They think he didn't die on impact. Instead, he roasted to death. Not enough to damage the bones, but, you know, not a pretty sight. Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course. I didn't mean to be rude, Sam.
It's all right, Tara. I don't like the sight of dead, burned people.
Oh, thank God. I wouldn't want to be rude on a day like this. Poor Sam. Now that Nick is gone, everyone in town hates you. I mean, I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed. You're not the cause of all my problems.
Eh ben, dis donc.
I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood, but not to me.
Mais c'est quoi cette personne sadique là?
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you around.
Hmm.
It's supposedly the spirit of coal. Doesn't really belong here anymore.
Then you should read Great Expectations. It's a masterpiece, plain and simple.
He's owned this bar for almost a decade and still can't afford another employee.
So, I had to throw them all out on their ear, and only then did I realize.
Ah, Samuel, my favorite ex-muckracker. Join us. Join us.
How was the funeral?
Wasn't there. Setting up for this.
Everyone came. Most of the town, it felt like. A sea of sad, wet eyes. I gave the eulogy. Felt hollow. So hollow. He worked for me for years. For years. My best reporter. What do you even say about it?
He loved people. Sharing things. Having fun together. Take video games. He didn't even care if it was some cooking game or shooting game or what. As long as we were playing together.
I always prefer my games analog. Chess, Go. You two did seem to bond over them, though.
It's the small things. Like he always kept his window down. Said cars made him claustrophobic. That's how he stays with us. The little details.
I remember the bar bets about that safe spot at Pac-Man. He got me one night.
Yeah, got me once too. Can't believe it's real.
Enough about Nicholas, enough. Tell me, how have you been, Sam? How have you really been?
Mentir, rester vague. Bon, on va rester vague parce que pour l'instant, on n'a confiance à personne.
Perspectives. I'm helping my mother with her garden. I've been volunteering.
Terrific to hear, my boy. Terrific to hear.
Well, I think I've taken enough of your gents' time.
Go, mingle, circulate, but you must join us for an actual round later. You must.
Ah oui, c'est vrai, je dois enquêter. Bon, on va lui dire à lui, parce que comme c'est... On va voir ce qu'il va dire.
Can I ask you something?
Questions are the fountainhead of knowledge.
Nick's crash. Was there anything suspicious about it?
I asked myself the same thing. The very same thing. It did seem odd. Young Nicholas. A careful man in all things, including driving. I looked into it myself. You know what I found?
What?
A tragic accident with nothing amiss. I am both relieved and saddened to say.
Ah.
Life is rarely like a crime thriller, and while I don't mind you asking, some might find it a distasteful conversation at a man's memorial. Especially from you.
I'll, keep that in mind.
See that you do, my boy. See that you do.
Bon, faut pas oublier que le barman nous a écoutés, là. Donc, Louis, il est dans ma liste de suspects. Ok.
So, Sam, how's life been treating you?
The same way it treats everyone. Some days are better than others.
That's pretty optimistic, coming from you.
I try.
You staying in town long?
Not really. Why? You think I'm gonna disturb the peace or something?
Wouldn't be your first time. Have a nice evening, Sam.
Bon.
Could you give us a moment, Sam?
There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce. But anyone can see she's taking his death hard.
Bon, je crois que j'ai vu tout le monde à peu près.
Some people can play this game drunk. Anna was best at 3 beers.
Ah, des Electrix, c'est juste pour moi. Il me reste combien? Bah, il me reste encore 4 là en plus. Ok, hop. Ok. Trahison, disgrâce. Bah c'est bon, j'ai tout fouillé, hein. Bon, maintenant on va voir la fille là. La batterie, non.
Anna?
Sam! Sorry. Old habits. Why did it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
I won't lie. It really hurt coming back. I stopped by Lookout Point on the way here.
Sam, why'd you do that to yourself?
Desire to open old wounds? The old-timers gave me hell when I came in, too.
People around here have short tempers.
And long memories.
But most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
I wish everyone else understood that.
People are scared. Mad. You were easy to blame. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. Started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
Ah bon, donc elle sortait avec le meilleur ami, d'accord.
You and Nick started going out? When did this happen?
A few months ago, he never told you? He asked me to let him be the one to say something. You two had been so close.
He probably tried. I hadn't been answering his calls.
Ah. That's the worst part, right? Anything broken just stays broken now. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
Nick's death. Do you know if he had any enemies? Working on anything dangerous?
Whew.
Now, this is a real can of worms.
This is a wake.
Eh, tant pis, hein.
Do you? This isn't the time to be digging and pushing. You always do this. You always... I get it. I just... You're still you, huh? You'll always still be you, Sam. I hope you never change, but I can't handle this right now. I'm gonna go home. I hate that his stuff is all over my house. Then drink and cry all night. You do what you need to do. See you around.
Samuel, come. Have a round with me.
I need a drink or two. Or 3. And then I'll go.
Bon.
Pretty courageous of him to try his luck in Basswood, given the state of things.
Thought we ran him out of town. I wonder what he's planning to ruin this time.
Je suis juste à côté, hein. Non. Bon.
Walter can be overwhelming at times, but he means well.
So, Nick wasn't drunk, and me, I was drunk as a skunk.
Ah, Samuel. Join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit?
Oh, spirits? Oh, no. Friends drink beer.
Yes, I suppose that's fitting. To dear Nicholas.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately. Sat right there. With a bad dad joke or two.
With friends, I guess? Maybe Anna.
No, by himself with his laptop as his date.
He never drank alone.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
Oh.
Putting it down. Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? Anything to lose his
I wasn't
license.
doing anything. Don't touch me.
Joan.
Leave me alone. You guys are all so stupid.
You do not talk to people that way.
Eh ben, dis donc.
I'm sorry, everyone. She's just so...
That was quite heavy-handed. I hope the little one doesn't take it to heart.
I'll send her a text. Make sure she's gonna be okay.
Oh. Mais il va boire combien de verres comme ça là?
What a night! I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if Joan got inside your head with her whole dad mystery death thing. Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back. It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh? Hey, I didn't ask for you to be here. To come back. I couldn't let you miss this. You just showed up. You can't see it now, but the guilt would have eaten you alive. You're back out in the world. Feeling emotions, fitting in, that's progress. Fuck the world. Pointless talking, and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable. Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises.
Eh bah, dis donc. Ok, donc en fait, c'est pas son ami imaginaire, c'est lui avec une autre personnalité dans sa tête, quoi. Heureux.
Donc en gros, il a pas de pouvoir alors.
Non.
No, stay out. Okay, okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9? What happened last night? Oh, my head. Pills plus drinking. That was not my best idea. Did I black out or what? Ugh, I can't think straight. I need some water on my face. Clear it up. Didn't even get under the covers. Glad I even made it to the bed. Late for checkout. They can wait a bit more.
Ok. Non mais... Non, regarde la question d'autopsie. En gros, dans ce jeu, c'est un jeu narratif, mais... tu vois, un peu comme dans les Life is Strange, mais là, l'histoire et l'univers, c'est un peu différent. Donc, en gros, on est un journaliste. À la prochaine Darkusio. Donc là, en gros, on est un journaliste, on a quitté la ville natale. Mais là, on est revenu... Enfin, on a quitté la ville natale parce qu'en gros, comme on était journaliste là-bas, et l'article qu'on avait fait, c'était sur les mines, tout ça, les mineurs. Donc, et donc malheureusement, à cause de ça, il y a eu plein de licenciements. Donc, depuis ce jour-là, ils nous détestent. Là, la moitié des gens de la ville nous détestent à cause de ça. On avait une petite amie, on lui a demandé en mariage, elle n'a pas voulu. Notre meilleure amie, donc quand on était parti, enfin quand on a quitté la ville, là on retourne dans la ville parce que le meilleur ami est malheureusement mort d'un accident de voiture. Donc là on revient pour l'enterrement, tout ça, et sa fille, elle nous demande d'enquêter parce qu'elle trouve ça bizarre qu'il soit mort d'un accident de voiture. Elle trouve que ça cache quelque chose. Donc on lui a promis d'enquêter. Donc là on commence à enquêter. Et bah en fait je connais pas du tout ce jeu. Donc pour l'instant je sais pas du tout. Donc moi aussi je vais découvrir en même temps que vous. Parce que j'ai pas regardé de vidéo YouTube, rien du tout. Je n'ai rien regardé. Donc là en gros ça sera... Je vais aussi découvrir le jeu quoi. Donc voilà. Voilà, donc là on est bourré, enfin on était bourré parce qu'on a bu hier, tout ça, hop.
God, what a headache. I feel like a small jackhammer in my left temple. Please let there be water. No, no more beer. I need water. Is that? No, it's not water. That is vodka, the opposite of water. No, no food. I'll just throw it all up.
Bon bah là rien.
No water, of course.
Bon, je pense qu'il y aura des morts, mais après je sais pas. Hein. Je sais pas si... Je sais pas, à voir.
Just tossed on the floor. My mother would be proud.
Just
tossed on the floor. My mother would be proud.
Alors...
At least it won't take me long to get my things. I was at least hoping I'd look better than I feel.
Attends, je rêve où il y a une tache là. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Il y a du sang. Bah voilà. Bon, bah autopsie, t'arrives au bon moment. Hein. Donc il se souvient plus de ce qu'il a fait hier soir.
What did I do?
Alors... D'accord, mais... Je cours vers où? Bah, d'accord.
Sam, be more careful. Breathe. Focus.
Donc j'esquive ces trucs là. Mais... Bah oui, le temps qu'il se décale aussi, il prend trop de temps.
Find the way to calm down.
C'est quoi tout ça? Bah mais oh.
Il y a trop de
Sam, focus. You have to
Ah,
find the
cache-toi
right
parce
door.
qu'on commence à zéro.
Ah la bonne, je dois trouver la bonne porte. Mais moi je sais pas, je fais comment pour
Et comment savoir que...
Mais
la
moi
bonne
je
porte?
sais pas. On va voir. Ah d'accord, fallait que j'aille sur la phrase. Bon. Danger. Je vais encore courir.
Bah oui.
Et
Pourquoi t'as dit je suis un meurtrier?
parce qu'il y a du sang, donc on sait pas. Et mince. Là, il est temps que je me décale aussi.
Mais il grandit de plus en plus, hein, je dirais.
Ah mince.
Sam, focus. You have to find the right door. You need to steady yourself.
Bon, le chat, je lirai après, hein, parce que là, j'ai pas le temps. Enfin.
You're doing good. Really good. You're almost there.
Alors. Parce que le problème quand je joue, bah je vois pas le chat parce que je me mets à dos de l'ordi, donc allez.
Focus. Choose. Act. Deliberately. Far away. Just go.
Bah je connais deux noms mais j'ai jamais joué. Et je crois qu'il y a un animé sur ça, je sais pas s'il est déjà sorti.
Hide. It's never happened. Going on.
Non, en fait, d'un côté il y a le bureau où il y a mon ordi portable. Mais de l'autre côté de la chambre, j'ai l'étagère où il y a la play et la télé. Parce que moi, j'ai pas d'écran gaming J'ai pas ça. Donc c'est-à-dire que là, quand je mets opposition, quand je joue, je regarde la télé, et bah ça veut dire que mon ordinateur, il est derrière moi. Donc là, en fait, je suis à dos de mon bureau. Et donc de mon ordi aussi. Donc je peux pas voir le chat. Enfin, avec la PS5, on peut voir le chat là. Mais si c'est des longs messages, je pourrais pas voir entièrement quoi. Donc à chaque fois, je me retourne pour lire le chat.
Hide. Never happened. Going on. If I run, I'll keep running. And to face what happened. Answers.
Et lui, c'était quoi?
Far away. Don't think. Just go.
Je vais plus m'intéresser à lui.
Yes, answers. Good or bad, I need answers.
Ah bah j'ai eu un trophée. Non mais elle est pas là.
I know what you're thinking.
C'est pour ça là qu'elle te répond pas.
Stop thinking that. Pills and alcohol, you're lucky enough you didn't wake up dead. I need to know what happened last night. The last place I remember is the bar, so I'll start there. The squeaky nail gets hammered down. Maybe don't play lone wolf detective.
Horreur. Non, si tu, quand tu vois qu'elle répond pas aussi rapidement que d'habitude, c'est qu'elle est occupée. Bon, là, ça devient vraiment tendu là dans ce jeu. On sait rien de ce qui s'est passé hier soir. Donc, je serai prudent, je sais me faire discret. Mieux vaut que je sache. Bon, on sera prudent de toute façon. Allez hop.
I'm gonna take it slow and be cautious, don't worry. Yeah, telling people not to worry always works. I can't just run from whatever this is. So either help me or get out of my head. It's your life, Sam. I just live here.
Bon. Donc, qui est mort?
The more things change, the more they stay the same. Do you really think breaking and entering is a good idea? Used Ethan's hidden spare key, no breaking involved. I don't know if he'll see it that way. I could wait for the bar to open, or I could look for answers. I picked the latter.
Bon. Eh bon, pour l'instant, on ne sait pas si c'est nous qui avons tué ou si c'est quelqu'un d'autre et qu'on était juste témoin ou là au mauvais moment, je sais pas quoi. Là, pour l'instant, on n'a aucun indice, rien du tout. Là, c'est un gros point d'interrogation. On va enquêter jusqu'au bout. Non, parce que la fille qui nous a mis à un bateau, c'est... Ah, t'étais pas là. Quand on lui a parlé, en fait, elle était un peu fâchée contre nous et après elle est partie. Donc elle n'est pas restée...
I doubt Ethan's account somehow led to the blood on my shirt. Ethan and his parents. I'm guessing that's his sister. He always thought they'd run the bar together.
Moi, je vais pas tarder à émigrer.
hmm.
I remember seeing this before. A long time ago.
Ok. Hmm. Ok. Attends, il y avait un truc là? Ah, c'est la porte. Ouais, bon, ok, il n'y a rien d'autre.
Whoa. What happened here last night? First, look around, figure out what happened.
Ok, ok. Bon, restez discret.
I ended up drinking alone. So who brought that second glass?
Ok.
Oh. Did I do this? Sorry, Nick.
Ah bon, on peut jouer, d'accord. Non mais c'est quoi ça? On peut jouer au truc là. Bah let's go hein. Non attends, après. Faut qu'on reste concentré quand même.
It might have fallen off the table. Seems some people got rowdy last night. These were sent scattering. Someone thrown into them? Ripped. Did this happen yesterday, or was it always like that?
Ah.
What knocked this clock off the pillar? It seems there was a fight. It could explain the blood on my shirt. Does it mean that I was involved? I won't be able to find out without more evidence.
Bah là je vois pas qu'est-ce qu'il y a d'autre à fouiller hein. Ah.
Definitely not the weight Nick would have wished for. What a mess. Hope this wasn't me. Hugh's business card. Wonder why it's here.
D'accord, donc le pharmacien était là, mais pourquoi? Donc attends, le pharmacien, le barman, l'ancien patron, donc on était 4. Bon, je pense avoir à peu près tout fouillé. Je vais jouer. Je sais même pas comment. Ah. Je dois les manger, c'est ça? Ah non, je dois les esquiver. Compliqué, hein? Et voilà, je suis morte. Bon, et je sais pas jouer à ça, hein? Bah, je suis morte. Bon, je sais pas du tout jouer à ce jeu. Allez, bye. Ah bah, j'ai eu un trophée pour avoir joué. D'accord. Comment on peut savoir si j'ai assez de preuves ou de je sais pas quoi, parce que là... Là, c'est bon, j'ai fouillé partout.
Could be the same blood that was on my shirt. The pot was completely shattered. Looked like it might have been kicked.
Mais moi, je m'attendais pas à ça.
Looks like they were knocked over then stepped on. DG. Dennis's initials. Was he involved in whatever happened? Wouldn't surprise me.
Ok, bon, alors je recommence des trucs à examiner.
Joel's hat. Maybe we ended up having it out after all.
Ah, c'est devenu bleu.
I think I've seen enough to put together the pieces of what happened last night. Just gotta think it through.
Appuie sur R1 pour accéder au palais mental. D'accord, donc ça s'appelle comme ça son truc. Son truc de souvenir.
At least I can always count on this place to make sense. Now to work out what happened while I was blacked out last night. Just need to think it through logically, throw out impossibilities. Until only the truth is left. I know I got into a fight, but it could have played out in many different ways. I have to think it through. Find out what really happened.
Ok.
My memory ends here. But there's two glasses. Who was here with me?
Bah oui, ça a forcément commencé ici, hein, ce qu'on est en train de boire.
I was drinking on my own. Someone approached me. I can't remember
Donc
who
ce
it
n'est
was, but
pas
I know we
l'ancien
got into a fight,
patron.
obviously.
Peut-être que c'est le pharmacien.
If I figure out how the fight went, I should figure out who my assailant was.
Ok, ok. Alors là, je sais pas. Je sais pas. Où est-ce que la bagarre a commencé? Où la bagarre a-t-elle continué? Attends, on était là. Donc je pense ici et puis ensuite là. Hein. Au comptoir sur la scène près du tube. Ok. Franchement, je sais pas là. Là, le tube explore. Attends. Normalement, ici. L'entrée. Ah oui, l'entrée c'est là. On va voir vers
Broken
l'entrée.
glass, damaged seat. It's possible the fight made its way over here.
Hey. Franchement, je sais pas. Et si vous vers le
Something hit the
pilier.
pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it.
Alors le truc, si c'est ça, le truc qu'on a trouvé là, parce qu'il y avait un indice sur là, j'ai pas compris. Hmm.
Broken glass, damaged seat. It's possible the fight made its way over here.
Non, je sais pas, je dirais plus vers le
Something
pilier,
hit the
hein.
pillar with enough force to make the clock fall. A person thrown into the pillar would do it.
Allez, on va penser ça comme ça. Ensuite, là. Ah oui, parce qu'après, il y avait là aussi, au comptoir. Comptoir, la scène près du... Oh, je sais pas. On va voir qu'est-ce que ça donne, le
One hell of a
comptoir.
mess. This could definitely be the result of two people fighting. That could be it, but I still have to figure out who was sitting next to me.
Ok, ok. Donc, c'était ça. Alors, Denis, bracelet. Je sais pas. Je sais même plus c'est qui Joël. Ouais, Denis, je vois que c'est qui. Mais Joël, je sais plus du tout. Ah, le mineur. Bah oui, le mineur qui nous déteste. Bah oui, bah oui. Oh, c'est compliqué, hein. Je ne pense pas qu'on soit battu contre le pharmacien. Bah en fait pour l'instant on sait pas s'il y a un crime parce que sur notre veste là il y a eu du sang et donc on essaie de comprendre pourquoi il y avait du sang sur le vêtement quoi. Donc là on sait qu'on s'est bagarré mais on sait pas contre qui on s'est bagarré. Donc là pour l'instant je suis en train de chercher. Donc on s'est bagarré soit contre lui le pharmacien, il est nouveau en ville, soit contre lui le mineur qui nous déteste à cause de l'article qu'on a mis sur la mine là qui a fait licencier beaucoup de gens, ou soit attends Denis, ou soit lui un ancien collègue qui est informaticien. Donc voilà. Donc pour l'instant on sait pas. On va voir Denis.
That's Dennis's. I definitely wanted to shut him up last night. Joel's cap. Maybe he provoked me again after I'd had a few.
Mais non, moi j'ai franchement je dire au pif hein.
The pharmacist's business card. Hope I didn't start picking on the elderly.
Alors j'hésite entre le mineur ou Denis.
That's Dennis's. I definitely wanted to shut him up last night. Joel's cap. Maybe he provoked me again after I'd had a few.
Alors. C'est dommage, on peut pas voir là les indices qu'on a trucs là, c'est chiant.
Ah oui.
Hmm. Donc, franchement, là, j'hésite entre ces deux personnages. Parce qu'il y avait la carte... Bon, je pense pas que ce soit le jeu, parce qu'il y avait la carte de visite. Mais j'hésite vraiment entre tous les deux, quoi. Bon, je vais choisir Denis. On va voir.
If the fight had ended here, the bar wouldn't be such a mess.
Bah ouais.
Looks like not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl.
Bah franchement je comprends pas parce que là aussi ça a été truc, là aussi et là aussi, donc qu'est-ce qui s'est passé exactement?
The jukebox is not in the same place. Maybe it was involved in the fight somehow.
Franchement, je sais pas. Là, je sais pas. Vers l'entrée.
Broken glass, damaged seat. It's possible the fight made its way over here.
Mais ensuite où? Parce que là...
One hell of a mess. This could definitely be the result of two people fighting.
Ouais, mais non, c'est pas vers l'entrée alors. Donc ça...
Something hit the pillar with enough
Voilà.
force to make the clock fall.
Ouais, donc ça reste forcément là. Donc la scène...
Looks like not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl. I have the complete picture now.
Ah.
You know, the man who talks to himself has an idiot for an audience.
Fuck off, Dennis.
I see why you have so many friends left in town.
Yeah, you would know about that.
At least my best friend never slept with my ex. And who do you blame more, huh? The backstabbing asshole or the bitch?
Eh bah dis donc. Bon, bah, c'était ça, alors, ce qui s'est passé. Hey!
You don't talk about Anna or Nick that way.
You think you know who Nick was? Mr. Perfect? Give me a break. You have no idea. No one in this town does.
What are you talking about?
I'll show you. Not here. Meet me later at the...
Et voilà, on sait pas.
Ethan is coming back in through the front. At least I think it's him. You think it's him? I can't actually tell if you can't tell. What I know for sure is, if it's Ethan, he may not be happy to find you here. So I strongly suggest you leave. And if you don't, well, tell him you're here to apologize about last night. You trashed up his... I don't have time to lose explaining myself to Ethan.
On va pas s'amuser à tuer tout le monde, hein. Bon. Bon, bah, notre meilleur ami qui est mort nous cache quelque chose.
Of course. I come back on the town's Miners' Day celebration. Well, you always did have great timing. No time to dwell on that. Focus. You tried Dennis's cell phone. No answer. So what now? Ask around, see if anyone's seen Dennis today. Maybe see if anything jogs my memory. I've heard worse plans.
Attends, est-ce que c'est Denis qui est mort? Je sais pas. Parce que comme on a eu du sang sur la chemise.
Basswood's small. If Dennis came through Main Street, someone saw him. Now doesn't seem like the best time to bother her.
Denis, bah c'est lui en fait. C'est lui. Notre ancien collègue informaticien.
Hey, Bug. What are you doing out here?
Hey, Muley. Waiting for my mom to get off her shift at the pharmacy. Drawing. I got a new journal after I left the old one somewhere. See?
Did you get home okay last night?
Yeah. I bike everywhere. It's not like anything scary bad happens in Basswood. At least not normally. I heard you asking about my dad last night.
Careful about listening to other people's conversations. Some find it rude.
And everyone should talk quieter.
That's what I always say. Ever consider being a reporter when you grow up?
Thought about it, but that's not what I want to do. Did you find out anything about my dad?
Not yet. Not really, at least.
Let me know if you find anything, please. I feel like I need something. It's just this town, you know? This place. It feels like I'm suffocating. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't stand my mom. I don't like school. Well, except for science. And just when I imagine myself in the future, I just don't. I don't know. I don't see this place or these people. I'm somewhere else. Anywhere else. I know it's stupid, just...
It's not stupid. If you want, you can go anywhere in the world. Have adventures, fall in love. I mean, that's what I've been told anyway.
Gross. Okay, well, that other stuff sounds okay, though. Thanks for listening.
Non, en gros, elle en a marre de cette ville, quoi.
I got grown-up stuff I gotta do.
I've got kids
Mais bon,
stuff
je
I
ne
gotta
pense
see
pas que ça
about.
l'intéresse d'être un gangster ou je sais pas quoi.
It's tough seeing her like this. Seems she got older by 6 years in just 2.
I'll be fine. Just waiting for my mom's shift to end. Only I'd be with my dad, but, you know.
Ah, c'est une fille, hein, l'enfant, là. Allez, on continue notre promenade. Ok.
At least the basswood jungle is still standing. It's not worth it. No one works on a Sunday. Well, no one except me.
Ouais, moi aussi, à un moment, j'hésitais quand j'ai vu la
No luck so
première fois,
far, but
là.
I should keep digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis.
Est-ce que je peux traverser n'importe comment? Allez, hop.
No luck so far, but I
Eh,
should keep
mince.
digging around. Someone must have seen Dennis.
Now, I
Mais
can't
qu'est-ce
just
que...
have you hanging around here all day like a ghost.
It's a free country.
Hey, don't give me that. People have been complaining, so don't let me see you here again.
Fascist.
What you just... I'm just doing my job. It's nothing personal.
Looks like you're not the only one who started off on the wrong foot today.
Sorry you had to see that. Some people you just can't reason with. Speaking of, you're still in town.
You haven't seen Dennis today, have you?
Why are you looking for him?
I wanted to apologize for last night.
I'll just stay out of his way for a day or two. I heard you messed up Dennis pretty good last night. I'm not judging. His head's full of smoke. Takes a while to clear it out.
That person you were talking to? Who's that?
A lost soul. Vagrancy isn't a crime, but loitering and trespassing are. I try to be understanding, polite, but it's hard when no one is polite back. People call you...
Et abrégé, on s'en fiche.
Declan, I've got places to be.
Right. Don't need me gabbing at you all day like I was Christina or something. Woo! That girl can talk. Just remember, this town don't always respect the things you do.
Trust me, I know. I don't want to keep you, officer. Have a good day.
Keep your nose clean.
Ben. Ah, franchement, je m'en fiche de son blabla, là.
Didn't used to see this around. Surprised it hasn't been removed.
Sorry, Sam, I'm still on duty. I'll Wouldn't want anyone making off with a statue on Miners' Day, huh?
Declan always had very clear ideas about law and order, but now he seems to be even more vocal about his convictions.
Bon, et j'y vais, hein.
You know you're in Basswood when even the graffiti's about miners.
Ah, ok, j'ai marché dessus. Attends, c'est... Ah oui, c'est le père... Ok. Bah voilà, c'est elle, Anna, la fille qui nous a quittés, quoi. Et lui, c'est son père. Il est quelle heure? Il me dit à 22h. Bon, je m'avance encore après, un peu après je vais m'arrêter parce que je dois me lever tôt demain. Hop. Mais j'ai l'impression que ça fonctionne pas par chapitre, hein, ce jeu, hein.
A perfect toy for a kid who only had imaginary friends. Maybe Kathy will know something. Or that new pharmacist.
Yo, get out the way.
Ça va pas quoi? Toi, tu dégages. Oh.
You move. I'm the one coming in.
Fuck you.
That's enough.
Bonne nuit. Enfin, bonne soirée.
I should talk to them.
Alors.
Hiking is an activity best done alone on a Sunday afternoon. Not uncommon for miners to end up in those once they get black lungs.
Ah bah
Sam, you here to pick up something for your condition?
I have a condition?
Yeah, the one that makes you the way you're always so... you? It's all right, of course. I won't tell anyone. I think I might actually have leaky gut. It's where your intestine starts to dissolve, and your half-digested food starts to leak out into
Bon,
your blood.
désolé, je m'en fiche.
Why not ask the pharmacist?
And let him know I might have something like that? Ew, he's basically a stranger.
Look, have you seen Dennis?
I saw him yesterday. We exchanged pleasantries. At the wake? Oh, I saw you too. Given his condition yesterday, he might have come in here. You walloped him. Why not ask the pharmacist? I'll just check the internet when I get home. It'll tell me what to get.
Eh bah, dis donc.
It was nice talking to you, Tara.
Was it?
Vraiment bizarre cette perso, hein.
Reminds me of a girl I met. She could only eat chips when she had stomach aches. Miner's Day always ends up exactly the same. Relaxing in its constancy. Still here after all these years. She followed Nick to Basswood, but never liked it.
Ok.
Ah, Samuel. Sorry about Richard. He's always a little on edge. I'm surprised to see you up and about after the night you had. Honestly. I was afraid you'd end up like your friend. You were quite inebriated.
Yeah, and I have quite the hangover to show for it. Not my finest hour.
I would say not. After your barroom brawl, I did my best to prevent you from following that other man outside. And I tried to get you to hand over your keys, but you would have none of it.
Sorry about that. The man I had a fight with, Dennis. Have you seen him today?
Seen him? No, can't say I have.
Thanks anyways.
That article you wrote, it's done this town a lot of good.
You really don't need to say things like that.
But it's true. The mine was a band-aid on a torn artery. Sometimes, doing what is unpopular is still the moral choice.
You probably believe that.
I'd offer you something for that hangover, but I find in some cases, time is the best medicine.
A pill pusher who doesn't want to push pills. That's a new one.
Everything is poison. All that matters is the dose. Now, you have a good one, young man. Was there anything else you needed, by the way?
I have to ask, why move here, of all places? You know, here, Basswood. A blink and you miss this town. People move out of Basswood, not in.
The town I used to work in had 100 other pharmacies in it. Oh, you'd make sales. But you don't get to know anyone, ever. Plus, if I'm being honest, I always imagined I'd retire in a small mountain town.
Ok.
I heard you're helping out with the celebration today.
Naturally. It's the town's biggest homegrown tradition. I've become quite a fan myself.
I never got into it.
No. A celebration of hard work and building something with your own two hands? It's quite romantic. I'm from Florida myself, but it has that universal appeal.
If it works for you.
Samuel, I saw you talking to Walter. Can you ask him something from me?
Bon, on va être gentil, hein.
Sure thing. What is it?
I knew I could count on you. I was hoping the Basswood Jungle could run a piece about me. You see, some of the older folks see me as an outsider still.
Can't say I'm surprised. I'll try and remember to ask next time I talk to him.
I really appreciated the chat, but I'm afraid it's time I get back to work. Do come see me again.
Ok, ok.
I hope you'll stay for the festivities, Samuel.
Hey, Kathy.
Yo, Sam. What can I do you for?
It's just one of those days. Ran into Declan outside. He ranted about some thugs.
Declan. He's testy because he wants Miner's Day to go well. Like in the old days, without any trouble. But really, Sam, I'm in the middle of my shift. Do you need something?
Dennis hasn't come in today, has he?
Dennis? I haven't seen him since last night. Why? You looking for trouble?
Last night we got into a fight. Like a fist fight.
Really? I'm sorry I missed that. You could both use the thumping. But I left early to go check on Joan. Did you have to say that fantasy about her father being murdered was real?
That's not what I
just want her to be a little girl. Not a little Sam Higgs. Sneaking around and getting into trouble. And now all she can talk about is how you're gonna prove that she's right. Sorry. I know it's not your fault, but I just don't... I don't know what to do with her. She's my daughter. And I feel like I'm losing her. I gotta go. If the boss sees me jawing instead of working, I'll get an earful.
No one in here was much help.
Bon, bon, bon.
Sam, I'm busy.
Bug made that for Mother's Day years ago. Kathy still keeps it with her.
Bon, bah, je pars, hein. Ok, ok. Bon. On continue.
Hey, don't remember seeing you in town before. Passing by?
I suppose. I grew up here. Been gone for a couple of years. I'm not staying long.
Wait, you managed to leave and still came back? You'd never see me again if I left.
Why don't you then?
Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna take my millions of dollars and make a run for it. I can barely get by, like everyone else here. Too poor to stay, too poor to leave.
Ok.
I came here every morning before work to share a coffee with Anna.
Ok.
Somehow, I don't think the town's recent history will be included. Fine with me.
Remember when this whole celebration used to be twice as big? Back when this town wasn't just a dead horse we all keep kicking. Why do we even bother with this old place? It's like a ghost town sometimes, except ghosts haven't bothered leaving. Now I've gone and made a bit of a mess. Oh, Sam, is that you? Dear, please, could you help an old doddering woman?
You are many things, but not doddering. Plotting, maybe.
Sam, you shouldn't say such things, even if they're true.
Alors.
Okay, Muley, for 2 points. What is the name of the pink pony on the animated cartoon show Prancers? The super cool one I was telling you about the other day? You know, my favorite?
Polly. Polly Pony?
No, that's her sister. She's totally different.
Then what is her name?
I'm not telling. What if the card comes up again?
You really like to win, huh, Bug?
All right, coffee for you and hot chocolate for the young... Is that a comic about monsters?
It's about Tardigrade Man. He can survive almost anything. His only weakness is his own emotions. He's based on the microscopic tardigrades. It has 8 legs and can survive star radiation.
Huh. Well, it doesn't seem like the kind of thing a young woman should be reading.
She says she's gonna be an entomologist. What can you do?
I am going to be an entomologist. I'm going to study every bug, especially the crawlies. But tardigrade isn't a bug. It's a microanimal.
Well, good for you. Sounds like just what a young woman like you should be reading.
So, can we play this again tomorrow, maybe?
We can play as often as you want.
You promise?
Yeah, I promise.
Pinky swear? If you break those, you go to hell.
I don't think you're supposed to be using that language.
You can't break this. No matter what.
You're real intense for a kid, you know that?
Say it!
I won't break the pinky swear, no matter what.
Thank you so much. You're always such a dear.
Say, Christina, have you...
Oh, Sam, it's been years. It really is so nice to see you again.
Yeah, likewise, but...
I wanted to come to the funeral yesterday, but just thinking about it, oh dear.
Now, I know you want to interrupt her, because I want to interrupt her. So eyes on me, buddy. Happy thoughts, deep breaths. Yeah, well, speaking of the...
Poor Joan, losing her father at such a young age. Oh, what a tragedy. I was trying to find one of those games she likes so much to cheer her up. Poor child only has Kathy now, and, well, far from me to criticize or anything, but these last few months, Kathy hasn't been all there, if you know what I mean. Hopefully this tragedy will be a wake-up call for her to be more present. She should take a few weeks off to be with Joan. I know you would never refuse. Don't you agree?
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure if poor Kathy would only ask him for the time. Ah, but look at me. I talk and talk and talk, but you had something to say, didn't you?
Have you seen Dennis today?
Dennis? No, it's odd, actually. He usually stops in here Sunday mornings. Like how you and Nick used to come over from the paper with Anna every Friday. The three always seem so happy. Oh, but you, Sam, how have you been doing?
It's been, well, you know cruise control? I've been on cruise control.
You might miss it once it's gone. Life rarely lets you coast for long. You look well.
I've been better. Hungover this morning.
You know what's good for that? Coffee.
I know, Christina. Not right now. I gotta go.
バイバ。
Cowboy must have lost his keys.
Okay.
Glad to see Joan hasn't changed too much. I need to? Different priorities, I guess. Christina, always bringing positivity. Miners' Day's been around forever. This is at least the 100th celebration.
Ok, là rien d'autre.
Good to see someone finally knows how to take care of a plant. It's basic, yet so many people manage to mess it up.
Hey man, thought I knew everyone, but I don't know you.
I used to be a regular a few years ago.
Oh right, you're one of those who skipped town when the mine closed down.
You could say that, yes.
Town ain't changed much since then. Same old boring basswood. I know most people hate that, but I don't. It's quiet here. It's nice.
So quiet there's no rush hour, I guess.
Right?
Not very inspired. That's a good one. Well, that's not spelled right. Not even close.
Non, là rien d'autre. Alors...
Christina is Basswood's resident godmother. She loves her small talk.
Ok.
The cost. Right, so the overhead.
You seem real engrossed.
Oh, I'm sorry, hun. Just balancing the books. I'm trying to.
I feel strange being back here. I don't think I've been in your cafe in a while.
Almost 2.5 years. Anna kept coming in. You stopped.
You noticed that?
I could tell you two dears weren't gonna make it. It broke my heart.
Sounds like you knew before I did.
Gotta have one eye on the customer and one eye on the books. Not that I really want to keep an eye on the books, mind you. Anyway, the past is the past. I just accepted a big business opportunity, which makes tidying up my books in time extra important, even if it kills me.
I didn't think I'd see the day where you'd consider a franchise contract.
Ha! Only the day God calls for me. Have you met Hugh Kirkland already? The new pharmacist. He's helping me with a few improvements. Angel investing. Can you believe it?
I actually can't. What did he ask for in return?
Oh dear, I can't believe you're so cynical at your age. People in small towns do help each other, every now and again. That's not just something that happens on made-for-TV movies.
How you doing? You managed to keep the books balanced?
About as well balanced as a snake with 4 balls.
That sounds uncomfortable, at the very least.
Something my grandfather used to say. Still don't know what it means, but it works in almost any situation. It's just been a bit slow in the last few years. All over town, really.
I know you'll still be here when the rest of the town is gone. You're too tough.
Maybe. Maybe. But you know us. We always make it through. For example, I thought we'd never have another Miners' Day. But here we are.
You still have Basswood's best coffee?
Ah, honey, you know we've never had that. That's over at the police station. Bess takes her coffee very seriously. Puts mine to shame. She pays out of pocket for real high-end stuff. I'd never make the margins work. Not that my margins have been cutting it lately. Say, hun, would you mind if I finish this?
Oh yeah, of course. Good luck with your book balancing.
Le nouveau pharmacien, là. Alors... Il est quelle heure? Ouais, je pense que je vais m'arrêter là. Ok, ok. Bon, je m'arrête là. Donc, bonne soirée et à la prochaine.